Alright, I got Ritu Prana in the front with me. I'm Richie. Aloha. Welcome aboard. Alright, we got R and Dam with us. Aloha, I'm Richie. Welcome aboard. 4 more to go. We got Debapriel. Aloha, I'm Richie. Welcome aboard. We got Pamela with us now. Aloha. Welcome aboard. 2 more. And welcome aboard, Christian. Aloha, I'm Richie. And we got Victoria, everybody's on board. All right, aloha, awina la le keke ko uinoa pehe oa. That's Hawaiian for good afternoon. My name is Richie. You can hear me okay, just give me a thumbs up. Perfect. Have any of you been on the helicopter before? Everybody got a safety briefing in the lobby, correct? So the first couple minutes of the flight, I won't be talking to you. I'll be busy talking to the control tower. Once we get clear of the airport, I'll turn the intercom on and narrate the flight the whole time. You can see yourself on the monitor there. You're live on video. Everything you do will be held against you for use in the future. I'll be making a video of the flight. You be in it. We also have 3 outside cameras to catch all the action. All the music and narration will be on the video too. We're ready to go. Sit back, make sure your safety belt is securely fastened. Should it come unfastened in flight, don't panic. Just refasten. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music. I'll be back on the air with them to clear the airport, and we'll be on the way when the tower tells us we can go.
I come here to warn you about tonight's campfire. When I woke up this morning, I saw the cane was pushed to the ground. The helicopter soaring, the guard was snooping around. Hey, the children, gotta move them before they die. You grab yours, I'll take mine. I gotta pull them in time before the cane fire. I gotta warn you about the cane fire. Burn, burn, burning from the cane fire. Gotta save those children. Prices every day getting higher. Won't let our money burn in the cane fire. Got 3 hungry babies and a ranch to be paid. Right before the harvest, this is no time for a race. Save the children, gotta move them before they die. You grab yours, I'll save the children. I gotta pull them in time before the cane fire. I gotta warn you about the cane fire. Burn, burn, burning from the cane fire.
Oh, kapamaya kama, hali hali may nalagya. Hey, alam now kalipo, na oya kalipo no, na oya kalipo no. Oh, kapamaya kama, hali hali may nalagya. Hey, alam now kalipo, na oya kalipo no, na oya kalipo no.
Hey, back on the air with you. We're starting to get a little ways away from the airport traffic area now. We're westbound on the North Shore, coming out of 1,000 feet and about 110 miles an hour at the moment. You can drive around the center of the island, going northwest from Lahaina. The road down there is paved the whole way. It takes a couple hours to get to Lahaina this way. 2 reasons. One reason is the curves in the road, they slow you down. Also, there's a section of that road that's only as wide as 1 car. So someplace you got to back up to let traffic go by, but it is paved the whole way. You can see the road just above the foot there. We're beamed down. We're going to make a left turn here and head right up into the valley now. The valley we're heading up into is called Waihe'e. Waihe'e in Hawaiian means slippery water. The valley got that name because we get so much rain in here that moss grows on the rocks, making it slippery to walk and to hike up into the valley. We have a perfect view of the tallest waterfall on the island of Maui, straight ahead of us, the back of Suicide Canyon. Waterfall back there plunges 1,250 feet to the bottom. Everybody still doing good? All right, we'll go further to the back of the valley. From here on up, the only way to see this part of the valley is by helicopter. If you were hiking down there, you know, the waterfalls are too tall to climb over to get this far back. We're going to go to the very back wall, the back right-hand corner of the valley over there, which is called the Wall of Tears. Back because the waterfalls back there, they don't flow from the top of the mountain. Instead, they come right out of holes in the porous lava rock. So it gives the appearance as though the mountain was weeping or crying. And that is why it's called the Wall of Tears, straight ahead in the very back. So perfect view right now, all the way to the back of Waihe'e Valley and the Wall of Tears. Just think this is where the stream begins, with the water flowing right out of the rock. Call this mountain range West Maui. It is the second wettest spot in the whole world. Get over 450 inches of rain a year on the top of the mountain. The wettest spot in the whole world, that would be the island of Kauai. Mount White, only just over 600 inches of rain a year, but number 2 is more than 450. However, we were the wettest spot in the world one time, 1980. Well, it was a wet year, 1980. We got over 600 inches of rain on the mountain. That's the only recorded time in history that Maui was the wettest spot in the world. Mountain range, West Maui supplies most of the island of Maui with its drinking water supply. About a half mile downstream, there's a small dam located down there. So they actually divert part of the stream, and it goes through the mountain through a tunnel to the county water system from way up the other valley. And a nice view of the Waihehe Valley Ridge Trail right on the top of the ridge straight ahead of us. This is one of the most hiked trails on Maui. So many people hiking every day. As you get closer, it looks like a dirt road running on the top of the ridge from all the foot traffic on it. People hiking on it now. We'll go back down to the coast. We'll follow the cliffs as we head to the island of Molokai. Get some more views of the road off to the left and ahead of us as it winds its way through the gulches and the ravines down there on its way to Lahaina. As we go on shore here, we'll descend down to 1,000 feet along the cliff. These are the tallest sea cliffs on the island of Maui. Up ahead, they're going to top out at about 600 feet. We'll be looking at the tallest sea cliffs in the world, the north shore of Molokai, where they plunge over 3,000 feet straight down. There's a single house on the top of the last peak over there, all by itself, surrounded by pine trees, that brown house sitting on the edge there. Beautiful view from that home. Unfortunately, no one lives there anymore. That home belonged to a chronic sleepwalker, but she's gone now. It's such a lame joke, you know, that's like a dad joke. In my case, that's like a grandpa joke, and I got more of those to irritate you with later on the flight. Now, on the return flight, we'll fly along the same coast face the other way. That way, you'll get all the same views off the right side as we're getting off the left side at the moment. The non-state mountain peak coming up next is Kahakaloa Point. When we pass that peak, we'll get a good look at Kahakaloa Village. Let's say you decide to drive around this end of the island. When you pass through Kahakaloa Village, then you know you're about halfway around the drive to Lahaina. It's also referred to as King Kahekili's Leap. That's because King Kahekili would flip down off lower section of that pinnacle before going to battle as a sign of bravery to inspire his warriors. And you get a good view of the village down in the valley there now. Right there, that's the end of the island up there at the northwest tip of Maui called Nakalani Point. There is a blowhole located at Nakalani Point. The blowhole, that's a hole in the lava rock formed when the lava flowed out in the ocean, left a hole or a puka in it. When the tide high, the big swells come in and forces the water through the puka, and that blow can spout like 100 feet in the air. People park their cars along the road above the blowhole, and they hike down to it, and they like to stand around it down there and get sprayed by ocean water for free. Probably the cheapest form of Maui entertainment when it's spouting. The tide's a little low, but we got some good-sized waves just waiting for another wave to hit it to make it spout. There it goes again, little big blast again, and another one, and again. When we come back this way, I'll put it on the other side, but right now we'll begin our journey across the channel to the island of Molokai. A little more than 8 miles across the channel here from Nakaleti Point on Maui behind us to Cape Alava, northeast tip of Molokai, straight ahead of us. The group singing for us is called the Vai'eha. That's actually my grandsons that are singing and playing music for us. They came out with a second album the end of last year. They won the Nohoku Hanohano Hawaii Music Awards for Best Album, Best Song, Best Group, Best Land Pronunciation. They even got a Grammy nomination. Pretty cool. The name of the channel we're crossing, this is called the Pailolo Channel. Pailolo in Hawaiian means crazy fisherman. The Hawaiians named it that because they thought anybody would be crazy to go fishing in this channel. That's because this particular channel can get extremely rough very quickly and without any warning. As far as the depth of the channel, doesn't really get that deep, at least relatively speaking. The maximum depth of the Pailolo Channel just a little over 800 feet deep. 800 might sound deep, however, if you made a right turn and went that way 2 miles, over there would drop to 18,000 feet deep. That's because there are no islands or landmass to the north of us, so it kind of makes 800 sound a little bit shallow in comparison. The island of Molokai is the 5th largest Hawaiian island. It covers 260 square miles. It's 38 miles long and 10 miles wide at the widest point. The population of Molokai just a little over 7,000 people, but has the highest percentage of people with Hawaiian blood. My brother-in-law was pure Hawaiian. Makes my lovely wife here a half Hawaiian. Makes our kids quarter Hawaiian, but our grandkids are more, because my son-in-laws are about 3/4 Hawaiian. But you don't come across many pure Hawaiians anymore. And now we're aimed directly at Turtle Rock. So if you picture the small rock coming out of the ocean at the head of the turtle, and the large rock is the back shell with a flipper coming towards us. When we come back from Molokai, we'll pass it on the other side. When we do that, it'll take on a different animal shape. Right now it looks like the honu, or the sea turtle. Beautiful green pasture lands up on top of Cape Alava belong to Pu'u'ohoku Ranch, one of several cattle ranches that are located on Molokai. We're going to fly over the ranch and then above Halava Valley. Halava Valley is the very first place settled by the Hawaiians, who were the Polynesians that came here from the Marquesas Islands. They settled Halava Valley back in 650 AD. Once Molokai was settled, then they went to the other islands after that, the first settling here. are over Pu'u'ohoku Ranch now. Pu'u'ohoku in Hawaiian means Hill of Stars.
Maui Islands,
When we come up the Halava Valley, we'll see two beautiful beaches down at the entrance to the valley. Also down to the right at the bottom of the valley there is where the road ends. So you cannot drive past Halava Valley. Because once you reach here, you're at the tallest sea cliff in the world. No roads beyond Halava. And on the left, we've got quite a bit of water coming down Halava Falls right now. Of course, the only thing keeping those waterfalls flowing is runoff rainwater from the forest above them. Sometimes we'll see people swimming in that bottom pond because you can actually hike to that pond from the coast. We'll head out of here. We'll go straight out to the North Shore now and look at the tallest sea cliffs in the world according to the Guinness Book of World Records. We're coming up from the tallest sea cliffs in the whole world right now. To the left, you can see 38 miles to the end of Molokai. Bring that same view to the right side. Everybody, well, we'll go really good with the tallest sea cliff in the world. How about the tallest waterfall in Hawaii? Straight ahead of us, we're looking at it. Waterfall plunges 1,749 feet to the bottom.
mountains in the sea, held captive in timeless lore. Island in your eyes, paradise, calling you, calling me, Hawaii. My lejos her breath, warm winds gently touch the
And we'll climb right up to the top of it.
descending in ash. Island in their eyes, paradise, calling you, calling me, Hawaii. If you try hard to keep, take more time. Come and see. I'm in your eyes, calling you.
Everybody still doing good? All right.
Masasay kena ohikihabe Kupapalohinay sa umangkele.
As you see, the mountain goats out here on the steep cliff. So Molokai has wild goats, wild pigs, bighorn sheep, and even deer hunting. I'd be as happy as I am that there are no snakes in the state of Hawaii. Unless you count lawyers, and there are thousands, otherwise no snakes. The main economy of Molokai used to be the pineapple industry. Used to be a huge pineapple plantation located on the southwest end of the island owned by the old pineapple company, but it closed down. What happened was foreign imported pineapples became cheaper than the ones grown here, so it forced the plantation out of business. When the plantation was closing, Molokai Ranch built a hotel on the west end of the island. They were hoping to provide jobs for the people that were losing their pineapple jobs. My wife and I stayed at that hotel. A couple of times. It was a small Sheraton. It was a nice place, but it was out in the middle of nowhere. And the beach wasn't safe for swimming due to the strong currents and the big waves. So the hotel was never very busy, so it closed down. Unfortunately, due to the failure of the hotel and the lost pineapple jobs, Molokai has the highest unemployment rate of any island. Beautiful place to live, but a difficult place to earn a living due to the lack of job opportunities there. I have at least 24 friends born and raised here on Molokai that moved to Maui to find employment and also to be able to buy a home. Have a nice view from offshore now, looking back up into Halava Valley again where the very first settlement was. In the days of the early Hawaiians, there were over 5,000 people living in the valley there. Today, less than a dozen people live there. One reason for the lack of people, that valley does not have electricity, and most people don't want to live without electricity nowadays.
Sabunate ala ia mai no ita vai re
We're going to leave the Friendly Isle behind us now. That is Molokai's nickname, the Friendly Isle. Every island has a nickname. Maui's nickname is the Valley Isle. We'll pass by Turtle Rock again, this time on the north side of it. We'll just look at the large rock because the small rock won't be part of the picture on this map. When we get a beam and just start to pass, it will change shape. This time it'll look like an elephant laying down on its right side. So the tail of the elephant will be towards us. And the back of the elephant will be coming around to the front left where the head and the trunk will be. So it was a turtle, but now it's an elephant. Even has a smile there, pretty cool. The song is called Pulelehua. Pulelehua in Hawaiian means butterfly. This grandson singing now wrote the song for his daughter, one of my great-granddaughters. The one singing now, his name is Kameheo Kamaleo Halalani Kumali Kuba'a. Say that correctly, you get a free helicopter flight. No one ever got close. So most Hawaiians have very long names, you see. 9 of our 16 grandchildren speak fluent Hawaiian. That's because they went to Hawaiian immersion school, where the language they spoke from preschool through the 12th grade was Hawaiian. That's how they're able to write beautiful Hawaiian songs, because they can think in the Hawaiian language. And our oldest daughter teaches Hawaiian at the University of Hawaii on Maui. And 2 of our grandsons teach Hawaiian on Maui now, one in public and the other in private school. Maui is the second largest Hawaiian island. It covers 728 square miles. Maui's over 40 miles long. The narrowest part of Maui is the Central Valley we took off from. It's only 7 miles across that narrow stretch. Maui is bigger than the island of Oahu now, and just think Oahu has 10 times the population, over 1 million people there, versus about 160,000 living on Maui today. That's one of many reasons we use the local expression Maui no Ko'oi, which means Maui is the best of all. And it is. My parents moved to Samoa in 1966. I was 13 when we came. The population of Maui at that time was 30,000. There were only 3 hotels on Maui then. Not a single condominium had been built yet, and we only had 3 traffic light signals on the whole island. All 3 were in Wailuku, and they turned them off on Saturday and Sunday due to lack of traffic. Hard to imagine it being that slow. Well, in those days, almost everybody worked in agriculture. We had 5 sugar mills operating 24/7 and 3 pineapple canneries. So you worked in a cannery or mill or in the fields. I worked at the pineapple cannery when I was a kid, but I almost got canned because I couldn't concentrate. And they put the squeeze on me. Oh, that's 3 horrible dad jokes in a row there. I told you I'm working on it. All right, we'll approach the Nakaleti Point again where the blowhole is at. We decide to drive out to the blowhole and hike down to it. That's all okay. Just don't get too close to the blowhole. A few years ago, a guy got too close and fell in the blowhole, and of course he did not survive that ordeal. So I really did work in the pineapple cannery when I was a kid, but I didn't get canned. I quit after just 4 days of employment. My job was to sit on the canning machine and grab lids from a box off the floor put them on the machine like that. So I do that motion with my right arm for 8 hours a day like that. Plus the clock was on the wall like right in front of my face, so it was like time was standing still. It was just torture. I couldn't do it anymore. As we approach Nakaleti Point, the blowhole, you can see the cars parked along the road above it. So it's a very popular attraction even when it's not spouting. So the only time it doesn't spout is when the tide is low and the waves are small, or a combination of those two things. So the tide is kind of low, but we'll see what kind of action we get from it when we come around the point here in a moment. Directly beaming now, just waiting for a wave to hit it here at the low tide. There we go. Big blast and another one.
Come and hear the voices of a Christine Kauai.
And again, another puff there. When the tide comes up, it'll blast more often and even higher in the air. That is the spot. Well, there's hundreds of ferocious wild pigs in the rainforest off to the right of us. I know that because my father-in-law was one of the best-known wild boar hunters on the island. Hunted wild pigs his whole life. His father was a hunter before us. Before him, he taught me to hunt. I hunted with him for about 25 years. The biggest wild pig we ever caught weighed over 350 pounds and had 3.5-inch tufts on it. That's one of the boards I was at. So you can actually hunt pigs all year round, every day. There's no limit on pig hunting. They did that because they've been trying to eradicate wild pigs since I was a kid, but that didn't work out, so they just have kept on multiplying everywhere. They become a real nuisance on the island now. Just ahead you can see where the rocks jet out of the ocean. There's some beautiful tide pools in these rocks. People refer to them as the olivine pools because they're kind of olivine green in color when the sunlight hits them just right. We park along the road above this area and hike down to swim in them. The most popular one for swimming is one we're being right now. This and another view there of Kahakalo Village. You get the halfway mark on the drive to Lahaina when you drive to Lahaina on the North Shore. Come and hear the voices of a All right, make the shock sign for the camera, everybody. Aloha. Hope everybody had a great time. Hope you have a great time next time you get to visit our beautiful island. Hey, I guess I'm just stuck here the rest of my life. Another tough day at the office, but somebody's got to do this stuff. So. I want to thank each of you for choosing to fly with us today. It was my pleasure to be your pilot and show you some of the beauty of Maui and Molokai. I'm going to call the control tower now. I'll be talking to those guys from now till touchdown. I'll be touching down in about 4 minutes. Then I'll be able to talk to you when we get on the ground.
Molokai ahinani hiva hiva ku Molokai Akahi ho iya wa ike maka Aitarai hu iku iya o iya o Akahi ho iya wa ike maka Aitarai hu iku iya o iya o Okanehe ake mai buang mana Akahiona nale a okananaka
Just remain seated and helicopter to the ground crew gives instruction to exit, please.
What a wonderful world. Till I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Where trouble melts like a lemon drop, high above the chimney top, that's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow.
right, mahalo nui loa. Hui ho malama pono. You can take off your goggles and headset while we wait for the ground crew. Thank you, everybody.